YouTube, Quinn Wade. Coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there. And we going to talk about how the Los Angeles Clippers beat the Toronto Raptors 121 to 117. Um, the Raptors go to 25 and 18 and 13 and 10 at home. The Clippers go to 18 and 23 and 7 to 14 on the road. First quarter, the Raptors won it 32 to 24. They won the second quarter 29 to 28. In the third quarter 28 to 26, they collapsed with a 31 to 24th quarter by the Clippers, and then the Clippers beat them mainly with free throws and a mid-range jump shot from Harden, 12 to 8 in the overtime period, so the Clippers can be able to win. No Kawhi the Claw Leonard in this one, no John Collins, but Zubac and Harden and some support from some other players that stepped up ended up being what they needed, because even Nicolas Batum, he only played 6 minutes and he didn't score because he went 0-2 from the field and missed his only 3. But he did get a rebound in the block before he was out the game. He also had a zero personal fouls, was a minus 14 and plus minus. Zubac was taking his time and scoring in that paint, and he had 14 boards to go along with 16 points in 39 minutes. 7 to 10 from the field, 2 or 3 from the free throw line, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. 3 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 15 and plus minus. 42 minutes for James Harden. That was the most on the team, besides Jordan Miller, who played 46. 31 points for him. That was the most. And he also took the most shots with 27. He was 10 to 27 from the field. He went 2 of 15 from 3. And that's how hard it can be to score on an athletic, mobile team like the Raptors. You have to really work for it. You have to really bait them, just to get space and just to get room to get a clean shot off. And he got to the free throw line because of that. He was initiated contact, wasn't settling as much sometimes. And free throws is what he got rewarded with. And he went 9 to 10, so he took care of that. And that's something that you have to be happy about. 10 assists, so a double-double, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 personal fouls, and a minus 3 in plus minus. Chris Dunn, 34 minutes, 15 points, 4 or 6 from the field, 3 or 4 from the three-point line, 4 or 4 from the free throw line. He did a good job of getting to the basket and making one shot and splashing the open threes. 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He did have 5 turnovers, which is way too many, but somebody had to do a little bit more since Kawhi was out the lineup. 4 steals is something that he can do, and it was good to see him do it tonight. But he did come with 4 personal fouls. He actually had 1 offensive rebound out of the 4 too, and he finished with a plus 10 and plus minus, so a good game from him. Kobe Sanders started 37 minutes, 13 points, 4 or 7 from the field, 2 or 3 from 3, 3 or 4 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 turnover, 3 steals, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 6 in plus minus. He was always in the right areas at the right time, ready to score, looking to be aggressive when he got the ball, and it ended up working out. And then he brought it on the defensive end by keeping his hand active and making gambles on the ball, and it worked out 3 times, and he didn't get in too much foul trouble considering the minutes that he played. And then Brook Lopez, Splash Mountain, 13 minutes, 3 points. He splashed in the 3. The problem was he went 1 of 4 from the field and 1 of 3 from the three-point line. Still got a rebound in the turnover. One of the offensive rebounds, all his rebounds that he got, which was 1, was offensive. 3 personal fouls and a minus 2 and plus minus. Yankic, 14 minutes, 5 points, all 1 from the field. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. That's how he got all his 5 points. 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, minus 14 and plus minus. Jordan Miller, 46 minutes, the most on the team. You probably wouldn't seen that coming in this one, but it ended up being a good thing because he ended up having 19 points and went 8 of 11 from the field and 3 of 5 from 3. 2 rebounds, 6 assists. The 6 assists was the most off the bench. He also had 1 turnover and 4 steals. 4 steals was the most off the bench. He really was a big X factor for him. 0 personal fouls and a plus 20 and plus minus. Kobe Brown played 5 minutes. He was 0-1 from the field. He missed his only 3, which was his only shot. He did have 1 rebound and no turnovers, 0 personal fouls, and a plus 7 and plus minus. Ty Washington played 10 minutes. He had 3 points. He was 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. 1 rebound, 2 assists, no turnovers, and a block. 0 personal fouls and a plus 2 and plus minus. And then Cam Christie, 20 minutes, 16 points, 6 or 7 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3, 3 or 3 from the free throw line. 5 boards was the most. Off the bench, he also had one assist and a turnover, one offensive rebound, one personal foul, and a -7 and plus minus. He kept getting buckets though. He was able to get the drives and everything to go tonight. He even was able to get the three to go. He's out there mainly for his offensive production and what he can do on that end of the court, and he did a good job of getting in double figures efficiently tonight. And then you look at the Toronto Raptors. They played a short rotation. Some of their best players wasn't there for them, like Barrett and of course Emmanuel quickly. Back spasms kept him out. Brandon Ingram, they knew that that was the mission to slow him down. They held him under 20. He did play 41 minutes, so he was going for it. 19 points, 7 to 13 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He did have 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 5 turnovers, 2 blocks, 3 personal fouls, and a 0 and plus minus. Did a really, really good job of getting to the shots that he wanted to and just taking his time, making sure he collected himself and had good control over it with how the shot was going off, and it worked for majority of this game and basically the entire season. And he also made some plays defensively that you have to like. He has the length and he has the side to be disruptive, and he was able to do that. And just had a really nice block in this one that I liked a lot. Scotty Barnes, 41 minutes, 24 points. He ended up having the most points on the team from mid-range to just scoring near the basket. He also did miss all of his threes, 0 4 from 3, but he didn't take a lot. I like when he doesn't because he ain't the greatest at it. But he was 9 and 21 from the field and 6 and 7 from the free throw line. He had 7 boards, 6 assists, and he also had 3 turnovers, 1 still in the block, 1 offensive rebound, and 5 personal fouls. He was a -18 in plus minus, and he tried to give it all he could on both ends of the court, and it was working throughout the game, just not enough to help the team get over the top and get the win. Kyle and Murray Boyles, 35 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 1 from 3, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, and 2 blocks. 4 offensive rebounds, they all was what he was able to get because he only had 4 total and they all was offensive basically. And then 3 personal fouls and a -16 and plus minus. I just like the fact that he got in double figures and did everything else. That's what he's showing that he's capable of doing. They've been relying on him more than they probably would have liked. But since he's been showing that he can produce, decent numbers and he can have two-way impact, why not just continue to play him and see what happens in the games? And OG Abaji, 36 minutes, 15 points, 4 of 9 from the field, just like Colin Murray Boards. The difference was he went 3 of 7 from 3 and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He did have 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a +1 and plus minus. He scored. He was productive. You have to like the things that he was able to accomplish on the court for them, especially when it came to putting the ball in the basket. You can say the same for Jamal Shead, who played 39 minutes and also had 15 points. He got his by going 4 of 11 from the field and 2 of 6 from 3 and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He did get 13 assists, so he had a double-double. Did a good job running the offense, pushing the pace, making quick passes, and just understanding what he was out there to do in that role tonight because he normally doesn't start for the people that don't know. But 3 turnovers, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and a +5 and plus minus. He is not much. He didn't do good for the Raptors in this one, and you needed him to have this type of performance just to even have a chance of winning it. Sandro, he came off the bench and had a big impact too. 22 minutes, 13 points. He's been really good for them this entire season. He went 6 of 9 from the field. He couldn't score from 3, so he switched it up throughout the game, and he always does. He's a good attacker when it comes to getting to the paint and getting finishes. 101 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, no personal foul, +13 and plus minus. AJ Lawson, 13 minutes, 0 2 from the field, 0 1 from 3, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -2 and plus minus. Elijah Martin, 11 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 1 assist, no turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and a -5. And plus minus, you happy you got something from him. He didn't give you a lot, but you didn't play him a lot, and he gave you barely enough sometimes, but it was good enough than nothing. That's why you have to look at it because 5 points on efficient numbers is way better than getting nothing. Zeros across the board is what some people get, and he was able to do a little bit more than that. And then Grady Dick had another good game off the bench, 27 minutes the most. He also took the most shots, going 6 of 10, but he actually did it real good because he went 3 of 6 from 3 also to get those 15 points. He actually had the most rebounds off the bench with 7. He also had an assist and no turnovers. He had 3 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls. He was a +2 in plus minus, but it worked out for him because he really came out and took good shots, and he really was feeling himself in this one as he should have, and it ended up working out for him, but not so much for the entire team since they ended up losing. But we can compare that: 87 field goals for the Raptors, 48%; 79 field goals for the Clippers, 52%; 36 threes for the Clippers, 36%; 33 for the Raptors, and they shot 33% on those threes. 30 free throws for the Clippers, 87%. The Raptors, 26 free throws, 85%. Both teams had 36 rebounds, but the Raptors had 30 assists while the Clippers had 25. 18 turnovers for the Raptors, 16 for the Clippers. 12 steals for the Clippers, which really helped them stay in and get a chance to win it. And then 4 for the Raptors, and then 5 blocks for the Raptors, 3 for the Clippers. 12 offensive rebounds for the Raptors, 6 for the Clippers, but they made it up with 30 defensive rebounds, and the Raptors was held to 24. 21 personal fouls for the Raptors. They did allow the Clippers to shoot more free throws, and the Clippers did make better percentage, like I said before, but they wasn't too far behind, only 4 off, because the Clippers fouled them 19 times. So overtime can be frustrating. It can be difficult because you got to find a way to gather all those emotions and gather what you have learned playing this team for 4 quarters and try to go out there and play better and hold them, underneath you so you can come out on top. The Clippers, Ty Lue, one of the best coaches in the league, figured out what they need to do and how they need to attack and how they needed to guard them. Free throws came into play to give the Clippers the lead, but it was just because they was looking to be aggressive and not settle too much, and it would end up working out for them to get a lead, and then it was just about, can you sustain it? Can you keep it? Clippers responded by doing so, and the Raptors just couldn't make enough shots or even find a way to get free throws either, and they fall to the Clippers. And this one, they should be happy. No Kawhi, no problem. And Harden has been their most consistent and best player this year because he's been healthier. And they needed him to help win this game, and he did by hitting that dagger mid-range. So maybe if you're looking for an all-star, he'll be that guy for you because of the games played, and he still has great numbers. And he's still trying to help this Clipper team make it to the playoffs to the best of his ability. Remember, he never missed one playoff appearance since he's been in the NBA, and he don't want that record to stop now. So he's putting in a lot of work, just like the rest of the teammates that's left on his roster, to have a chance to be a playoff team this year. Even though they got off to a really bad, ugly start, they still got so many games left to get above 500 and try to lock in a playoff spot before the season is over. Seems impossible. Seems like it's not going to happen, but you got to play the game, so you might as well try to make the best of it. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. And, of course, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.